Her background is nerd.
Darren should have gone to school here instead of Cutter, because you are a devil. I can tell you that right now.
She rolls in like she's a Hollywood movie star now. She's just here for the camera.
I guess I tooted.
No hard-hitting questions here.
Yeah, Shall we talk about my one-sentence resignation?
Well, here we are again with the next edition of Spilling the Tea in Studio D. Again, the road show continues today. We're in beautiful downtown Murfreesboro, Arkansas, in the South Pike County District, and we've got some incredible guests today. And what I would say in the center here, we have Counselor Rachelle Erwin, and then we have Miss Sadie and Miss Lily down there. And today we're going to talk about an award that you all got here in just a bit. And then Candace, I need you to pay particular attention today to this award.
I'm going to try.
Because it has to do with kindness.
Yes.
That's not a word you're familiar with, but hopefully after today, you'll be good to go.
Don't forget to introduce Frenchie.
Oh, yeah, and Frenchie, you'll see walking in and out of the shot. And probably Frenchie has the best seat in the house. Got a big old dog bed back there. I ain't going to lie, it looks pretty comfortable. Right?
Super comfy.
So, well, Rachelle, why don't we start with you? And before we get into a whole lot of stuff today, we always like to talk to our educators about their background as far as, kind of the why you got into education and the path that led you to where you are now.
Okay. I've been an educator for 16 years.
Okay.
I've been a counselor here at Murfreesboro Elementary for 2.
Okay.
And both of my parents were educators.
Wow.
So I fought it. I changed my degree at the U of A 7 times. And so I was sitting in a cubicle in architecture, and I was like, I would rather be with kids.
Right.
So anyway.
Right.
So I got back on that route. I love to see the aha moments, and I just love to spend time with kids.
Right. So where'd you go to school?
Like high school.
High school, yeah.
Well, I went to Murfreesboro kindergarten through 7th grade.
Okay.
Derek's 8th grade, Mena 9th and 10th, and Nashville 11th and 12th.
Okay. All right.
My dad was a coach.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Is your dad a coach? Or
Yes.
Yeah, Lily, you can relate to that, huh? Dad being a coach, huh? Okay. All right. So as far as making the transition from teacher into counselor, talk a little bit about that process. How'd that work out for you?
It's been fabulous. I love it. Frenchie's with me every day,
Right,
so that's a lot of fun. In the classroom, I always found myself getting to know my students on a deeper level and building rapport. So it was a natural development to go into counseling.
Right.
So are you K-12 or K-6?
I'm K-6.
K-6. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Well, and so today we'll let you introduce these two young ladies a little deeper, I guess you would say. So, and then once we do that, we'll get into one of the big reasons we're here today.
Okay. Well, I have Sadie and Lily with me. They are both ambassadors for our 5th grade kindness club. Mm-hmm. And would you want to tell anything about yourself to us, Sadie?
I really love the Kindness Club, how we do all this stuff, And I'm in 5th grade, and I'm 11 years old, and that's basically all I have to say.
So what about this summer? What do you have planned for this summer?
For a week, we usually go camping, and we catch a lot of fish and have a fish fry.
So do you like to fish?
Yeah, I love to fish.
What's your favorite kind of fish to eat?
Catfish.
Catfish, yeah.
I agree.
All right.
Sadie, what about the kindness? Like, what are some of the things that you do in the kindness club?
We do stuff with other kids. Like, for example, we read books to kindergarten. We have a week where we dress up, and we have a shout out box for the ones that are doing real good,
Mm-hmm.
And so
That's awesome.
So what's Lily? I'll throw this to you. What's been the best thing to come out of the shout out box? You think? What's one of the best things?
Just seeing how many kids have just been so kind to each other and just had a great time.
Right. Well, the lady sitting to your left, we probably need to get a shout out box at Dawson. What do you think? And put it at her front door so she can see what kindness looks like.
Listen.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea.
He likes to give me a hard time. He knows
Yeah.
I'm very kind, and
Yeah.
I love, love, love this because I love that. I think it's super important for kids to be kind to everybody.
Right.
You know, everybody deserves
Absolutely.
to be treated with respect.
Yeah.
So I love that you guys are doing this.
So, Lily, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 10 years old. I really enjoy the Kindness Club, just getting to help out students. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay, what are you going to do this summer? You got any plans?
Well, not really.
Right.
Usually all I do is go and swim most of the time.
Hey,
Hey,
nothing
that's
wrong
good.
with that's what summer's all about, right?
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. Believe it or not, as skinny as Candace is, she can do a mean cannonball. I'm talking about she can clear a pool like that. So yeah, that's probably her go-to move is
so-
the cannonball.
So what about your dad? What sports does he coach?
He coaches golf and baseball.
Oh,
Yeah, I hear the
Okay.
baseball team's doing pretty good. All right, that's good. Go Rattlers, right?
yeah.
So let's talk specifically about the Kindness Club, how that came about, maybe, and who brought it to the table, and then just roll right into the award that you all received.
Okay, so when I became a counselor 2 years ago, I started trying to look around and see, what kind of program I was going to be developing with ARSCA guidelines. And I stumbled upon randomactsofkindness.org.
Right.
And from that, looking into Kindness Week, which when I went to the ARSCA conference is kind of when I got a taste of Kindness Week. I'm talking about Red Ribbon Week and Kindness Week
Right.
being in February.
Yeah.
And so we started last year doing Random Acts of Kindness challenges just the month of February.
Okay.
And so it was set up as a calendar, and each day, if a student participated, an adult would sign off. So from there, playing on the website and looking at the program, looking at curriculum, I saw that one could achieve being a certified kindness school.
Okay.
And so then we started going through how to be the certified
Right.
kindness school. And so Kindness Club was part of it. So this year's the first year we've set up a Kindness Club, and how that worked. Every student in the school is part of the Kindness Club.
Right.
But then we have ambassadors for each grade level.
Right.
Okay.
So the teachers chose for K2, but 3-6 the students chose
Okay.
Oh,
with some
wow.
teacher input. But
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
so
Yeah.
That's awesome, you guys.
so yeah, these
Students.
two were nominated by their peers.
See, that
That is
says a
cool.
lot.
That does.
You know?
That means you guys are being kind and people are noticing.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
That's a good
Yeah.
role model to have.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I am to Miss Candace.
Uh,
Kind of that kind role model. But here's
Look-
the unfortunate
Just
thing.
look at those two. You'll see.
Hey.
They'll tell you who the
Here-
kindest
here's
person
the
is.
unfortunate
Yeah.
thing. It still hadn't really stuck, so we're still working. So okay, yeah.
So, like when you guys implemented this, have you seen like a huge change and shift with a lot of your kids? I mean, are you seeing that it's catching on and it's decreasing some of the discipline issues and things?
So yes, ma'am. So I see it catching on, the whole idea of making kindness the norm. But I did have a student ask me, well, if we're a kindness school now, why is everyone not kind? And I said, well, in
Yeah.
a perfect world, we would be,
Right,
but we
right.
still have choices to make, and we're
Right.
trying to focus on
Yeah.
being kind.
Yeah.
But I do see that the shout out box has helped a lot with a lot of people noticing. Oh,
Right.
they noticed that I did that.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's an anonymous box. So you also
Okay.
don't know who said that about you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They can only say the nice thing they saw you do or that you
That's great.
continually do.
Right.
That's great.
So
Yeah, I love that.
So the award that you
Yes,
all
sir.
got. So
Yeah.
this is what was the exact award? Making kindness the norm.
the exact award is a certified kindness school.
Okay.
And
all
we are
right.
actually the only one in the state of Arkansas at this
Oh
time.
wow, that's pretty
So.
impressive. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So was there anything that you I guess apply for, or is it just things that you highlight the program and then your name gets into the pool, or?
So it's an application process, and through each part of it, you have to prove that it's happening. So if you look on our social, you'll see a lot. It says Random Act of Kindness RAKtivist, so you have to
Right.
put a hashtag on it because
Sure.
it automatically sends it to their organization.
Okay, gotcha.
And then with Kindness Club, I had to turn in like who my ambassadors are.
Gotcha.
And so it's a whole checklist. And
Okay.
so as we worked through it, then I would have to provide evidence.
Okay, perfect. Well, that's saying something. I mean, to get that award essentially in what kind of like your first full year, I think it sounds like. So I know you've been doing it, but I mean, sounds like you've been doing it on a different level for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So Sadie, I'll ask you a question. So what's been your favorite kind act that you've seen so far this year?
Basically, my favorite kind act is having a lot of like activities,
Mm-hmm.
and I love the shout out box because it's really improved kindness in the school,
Mm-hmm.
and so I've seen a lot of people, like if someone is hurt, for example, they help them up. They pick up trash on the playground. And
Wow.
That's
So,
really
yeah.
good.
So it's making a difference, the shout out
yeah,
box.
that's really good.
So Lily, do you have a favorite activity that's come out of the Kindness Club?
Well, I really like the shout out box too.
Right,
I enjoyed reading books to the kindergarten. I feel like they just really
right,
like that too.
right. Is there a favorite book that the kindergartners have liked this year, you think?
Uh,
Or did you have a favorite book that you read to them?
I like The Elephant and the Pig.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the one I like to read.
Yeah, that's we were considering that name for our podcast, So the elephant and the pig. So I like that. I didn't know there was a book about us already. Wow, that's kind of cool.
Oink oink. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. So as far as getting this thing off the ground, how tough was that for you guys?
It wasn't tough because our principal just completely was all excited about it and
Right.
helped.
Yeah.
So that's awesome when you have administration that are backing you.
Yeah.
I think
So-
it's super important too, just the constant reminders, because we talk about that. We all as humans struggle, and sometimes it's hard to be kind if you're having a bad day or something happened at home. So I think it's just good reminders for the kids and the adults that put kindness out there in front, and just I think it's
Right.
great. I think it's wonderful what y'all are doing.
Yeah, and to that point, what are some things that you try to instill in the students to speak to Candace's point there? If they are having a bad day, or they notice somebody's not having the best of days, what activities have you tried to put into this so the kids know to reach out?
So with our kindness ambassadors, their role is also to get to be the ambassador for their classroom. So we have meetings ourselves, and they kind of
Right.
take it back.
Right.
So when we're focused on a certain word for the month, like honesty or something,
Okay.
we discuss, they take it back. And their role is also when we have a new student, they go to meet that new student at the office
Okay.
and help them. It's just having the whole culture. So seeing, like Sadie was mentioning, I think they are noticing other people and empathy.
Right.
And going
Gotcha.
to and
Okay.
talking, or
Yeah.
maybe even they come and tell me, hey, so-and-so is having a bad day. So
Okay.
before, last year, it was more like just the faculty would come
Yeah.
tell me someone's upset, but the students are taking it
I
upon
love
themselves,
that.
too.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so Sadie and Lily, so you guys are ambassadors. So if somebody's like by themselves in the cafeteria or on the playground, then you guys take the lead and step up and go say, hey, come on.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
So what part does Frenchie play in all this?
Well, Frenchie is the kindest one on campus.
Right,
She's
yeah,
there for
right.
everybody that feels bad.
Uh-huh.
She's a certified therapy dog through Pet Partners in Little Rock.
Oh, okay.
And so she is here naturally. When someone pets her, it lowers their blood pressure
Right.
and just makes their day better.
Yeah.
So she usually hears everybody's problems.
Yeah, earlier we were on a different part of campus, and a student came out the door, and just seeing her face light up, said, "Oh, Frenchie!" Ran over and petted her. So that's kind of a neat concept there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's pretty cool.
So something that part of our kindness club and becoming certified kindness that went beyond just our building. In February, we did read alouds that were kindness books, and I was going for the week. I was going for kindness week.
Right.
Well, I got enough of our faculty and staff, even Miss Welcher, our superintendent, read that everybody was reading a book. So I had
awesome.
28 days of kindness books
Yeah.
to post, and that
Love
was
it.
really fun.
Love
Right.
it.
The teachers would show them in their room, but then we also had them on our social, so
Okay.
you can continue to listen.
So how did you choose those books that dealt with kindness, or was it kind of up to the person that was reading the book, or?
So what Frenchie, myself, and my daughter did is we went to all the libraries around. So we went
Okay.
to ours here on campus, and then the public ones, and gathered and our own at home, gathered as many kindness books as we could, then laid them out, and then told the people you can pick from these unless you have one. So
Okay.
some teachers brought one they had, and then most of them would look through mine.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so what were some of the titles that you can recall, if you can? I know 28. That's a lot of books. I know.
What'd you read, Miss Welcher?
Right.
Just say the elephant and the pig. Elephant and the pig.
We had I know Energy Bus was one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
that's good.
familiar with that.
That our AD and head football coach read. There was How to Be a Best Friend.
Right.
And that one was a great one
good.
about looking for a best friend, but then realizing you've also got to be one yourself.
Right.
Let's see. Planted Kindness. I can recite that one
Yeah,
almost.
right.
Only You. So it was there's so many. Thanks for putting me
Yeah.
on the
Oh
spot.
no.
That
no.
gives everybody a few, like people that are listening.
Right. Well, that was my whole purpose. Is hopefully Candace is jotting a couple of these down again.
We're gonna have to get Mr.
She-
Beck with
she
the
is
elephant
a-
and the pig.
The elephant and the pig. There you go.
She is a
That one.
work in progress. Well,
Are they
I don't know
both
about the
nice
progress,
in the
but-
book, the elephant and the pig?
Sometimes they get into fights, but then in the end
They don't.
they make up.
Oh,
Wow.
Gotta be
Hey.
real world.
Right.
hey, I mean,
Yeah. So Sadie, as far as looking down the road for you, so what do you want to do, you think, when you as a career? Have you thought that far?
I've thought a little bit. I want to be a teacher, to help kids, like Miss Erwin,
Right.
like that.
oh.
And I want to have a dog like Frenchie,
Okay. Yeah. So if you could pick the perfect grade to teach, what grade do you think it would be?
Probably like 5th grade,
Okay.
6th
Yeah.
grade.
I got you. Okay. Lily, what about you? What are you going to do when you grow up?
Well, I really thought about working at Sign Sound Theater because I just really like it.
Okay.
I love
Awesome.
watching their characters just come to life on stage.
Right.
Huh?
So do you enjoy plays and that kind of thing?
Yes, I
Have
really
you ever
enjoy it.
acted in a play?
We did our Christmas play this year. I was an elf in that.
Okay, all right. I am starting to see a theme with you: elephant, and the
Elf.
pigs.
Elf.
I don't know. Maybe it's just coincidence. Yeah. So, Miss Erwin, as far as going through, teaching that kind of stuff, grade-wise, what all have you taught?
Well, K through 12.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I've been all over the place. When I originally graduated, I was a basketball, volleyball, track, and soccer coach.
Wow.
So for senior girls and junior girls. From when I left coaching, I went straight to kindergarten.
Wow.
Wow. That is an
Yeah.
investment.
Yeah, all my
yeah.
coaching friends laughed and
Yeah.
felt sorry for the kids, but we had a great time.
Yeah.
From kindergarten, I went to reading coach. That was K6.
Right. Okay.
From there, I went to the 5th, 6th grade classroom as a ELA and math. I
Gotcha.
snuck that in too. So.
Okay. So when you saw the counseling coming up, I mean, what in you said, hey, that sounds like something I want to do or would be good at?
Well, like I was saying, when I was in the classroom and I felt like I developed relationships that were even deeper, and I wanted to make more of a difference and go into helping with a little bit of their more personal lives.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And my mother was a counselor,
Oh, really?
so
Yeah.
I kind of saw a little bit of
And you
what
said
she
your dad
did.
was a coach?
Yes, sir.
And what he coached? A little
He
bit of
coached.
everything?
Basketball was his main sport, but yes,
Okay.
sir, he coached.
Okay. I
He
got you.
actually came back this year and coached here for
Oh, wow.
a year, giving the
Yeah.
school time to
Yeah.
find another coach. So
Well, that had to be kind of fun.
that was a lot of fun. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because everybody loves the coach, especially if they're winning, right?
That's right.
Rachelle, what do you do for fun? Because I know that that job it can take a toll just emotionally. It's hard.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yes,
when-
ma'am.
Yeah.
I live on a farm,
Uh-huh.
and so my husband, has the real animals that bring in money. But I have a potbelly pig
Oh wow.
and a goat,
Aw.
and then I have another poodle besides Frenchie and a lab. And so I really enjoy animals. So I have
That's
a lot of fun
good.
with them. I'm a crafty person. I'm an athletic person, so I enjoy
Yeah.
playing. My daughter's in first grade, so we do a lot of playing.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
good.
So, as far as the kindness club that you have, what grades does it encompass, and do you guys look to expand that eventually?
Yes, sir. So we're K-6.
Okay,
Now, Ambassador started in first grade.
gotcha.
I think we'll probably keep it like that this
Yeah,
year because
gotcha,
I'm not
sure.
sure about the
Sure.
kindergarten. But with it, I've been trying to get some ideas together already for next year. The ambassadors helped me a lot with coming up with
Gotcha.
ideas as well. This year we did a honk for kindness day, and it was really fun. They made posters and they stood out at all the places the students are dropped off. So
Oh, wow.
both the car
Okay.
lines and the bus stop, and we had honks. It was a lot of
Okay.
fun.
Okay,
Aw.
yeah.
Sweet.
So, but yes, sir, I'm looking on different ways to expand it because I would like more activities, and I would like,
Right.
it's our second year to have Kindness Week, and this year was a little bit bigger.
Sure.
And I'm wanting to make
Right.
next year
Oh,
even
yeah.
more phenomenal.
Yeah. So the ambassador process, is that like a 1-year term, if you will, or does once an ambassador, always an ambassador?
That's also something I'm talking to myself about.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yep.
With being ambassador, there was a contract. So also, that comes with having to display kindness as
Right.
much as possible, which we talked about
Sure.
bad days, but we also have to make for sure that those that are
Yes.
bringing it back to their classroom are truly
I got you.
those that are being kind. But at the same time, I'm definitely going to have it open for more to become ambassadors.
Right. Yeah, I like that approach. But I mean, obviously, with the Kindness Club, it's definitely, doing what it says. I'm sure it's growing kindness throughout the
Yes,
district.
sir.
Right.
And we've seen it. It was really fun throughout the community because the third grade teachers actually had the kids focus on third and fourth, where they were seeing kindness in the community.
Oh,
so
wow.
the
Yeah.
kids were writing that down, and that was really fun to see.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah. So do you guys? Mentioned a word. Is it a word of the month? How do you do that?
Yes, sir. So last year when Mr. James met with his faculty and staff at the beginning of the school year, he laid out the words that he expected our teachers to be.
Oh wow.
And I was counting and taking notes. And I was like,
yeah.
oh, that's how many months we're in school.
Yeah,
So
right,
that's
yeah.
where our words came from this
Right.
year.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. And there's a book out there that Candace and I, we've been involved in this. Gosh, I don't know how long. Probably 15 years or more. But essentially, it's kind of like that. You choose a word and really focus on that word for a year. And it sounds like this has the ability to do several words, which I like. Is pushing those words out there. Kindness is such a simple thing to achieve, but some days it's hard to get there.
Right. And it's
Yeah.
something everyone can do.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I like that says make kindness the norm. See,
Right.
that's
Right.
make
Yeah.
that even though you're gonna have bad days occasionally, but the kindness is the norm. So
Yes,
right.
that creates a great atmosphere for school, huh?
Yeah.
Makes it fun.
Okay, Sadie, what's your favorite kind of music to listen to? Do you have a favorite song right now?
I listen to all kinds of music.
That's my kind of girl right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I usually listen to like pop, like like stuff that's going on right now that's really
Right.
famous.
Right. Right. What about you, Lily? What's your favorite kind of music to
I
listen
don't
to?
have one.
Oh, you don't? You listen to everything, or?
Yeah, I'm sort of just chill. I'll listen to a lot of different stuff.
Hey, I like that.
I do
Just
too.
Sort of chill. Yeah.
Chill, yeah.
Hey, you need to teach that to Candace. Chill. Yeah. Yeah. So, what about you? What if we got in your car? What would be on your playlist?
Well, currently I've introduced my girl to Spice Girls.
Oh wow!
So we listen to Wannabe on the way
Yeah,
here, and we
taking
each
it
have
wa-
our singing roles.
Taking it back a few years.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then her next song that would come on is Imagine Dragons, Wake
Okay,
Up.
I got
And
you.
I can do it with my eyes
I like
closed.
them.
Yeah.
But if I was alone, it would be 90s country.
There you go. Hey,
That's
Amen, sister.
Yeah.
I used to work in country radio, and that's when country was country, right?
That's right.
Exactly.
But my
So,
daddy said it wasn't country back then.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah, well, that's true too.
That's-
Yeah, well, I ain't
that's
gonna lie.
true.
I mean, I'll kick it way old school too. I'll
He's going to go back George Jones.
There you
Merle
go.
Haggard.
Merle Haggard.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. You girls don't know anything about anything we just talked about, do you? But
I've
those,
ever heard some
it's
Merle
good
Haggard.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sort of a little clueless on what they were saying.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's
wasn't
like,
gonna
what?
lie.
Yeah, is that really a person? Or yeah, exactly.
Lily's like, I'm clueless.
So either one of y'all Swifties into Taylor Swift at all?
I listened to a couple of her songs. I really like her new album that came out not too long ago.
Okay, all right. Well, Miss Candace, she's kind of a
I
Swiftie.
listen to everything.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
You never know
I
what
love
she.
it all.
Yeah, you never know what's going to come out of her mouth when she's singing. So, and she sings a lot.
I know.
So, yeah.
I do.
So, Miss Erwin, as a teacher, we try to get this. Ever have an embarrassing moment, like as a teacher? You know what I'm saying? We've all had them.
Yeah.
You know.
Hi, I'm good to laugh at all the time, every day.
That's right. Yeah.
We are too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if I can pinpoint one
Yeah.
for you.
Well, you know, one time, this is my first year teaching, so I rotated. I was at Jesseville, and so I didn't really have a classroom, so I taught like oral communications, and then I taught health, like 7-12. But one time my class was in the library, and I was teaching high school health, 9-12. And I'm up there just teaching away, and one of the kids said, "Hey, coach, don't move. There's a snake under your foot." And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm brand new teacher, but I'm not falling for that one. And they're like, "No, seriously." So one of those guys, you know, he came up there and picked it up. It wasn't huge, but it was a green snake in the library. And I hate snakes. So, but
Oh, yeah.
but anyway.
Hey, I had
got
a kid bring one. She was going to take it to science class, and it was in a jar.
Oh,
And I'm like,
Lord.
you don't need to bring that in here. Go take it to the teacher. No, I don't have time. So she had it by her desk and knocks it over.
Oh,
and
my
then
gosh.
I hit the intercom button, got on my desk. They were laughing. The kids were on their desk.
Yeah.
And I'm calling the assistant principal. You got to come to my room. There's a snake in here somewhere. I'm like,
Yeah.
it was
So the
scary.
snake got out?
Yes.
Who finally caught it?
He did. Mr.
he did?
Cowling, the assistant principal.
Yeah. He just go over and pick it up, or what?
Yes, he did.
Oh, my God.
He was a former science teacher. He loves
What kind of
snakes.
snake was
I
it?
don't even know because
Yeah.
I don't like any snakes. He said it wasn't poisonous. That's all I
Yeah.
knew.
That's
So
scary.
Yeah, it was
that,
scary.
that is scary. Yeah.
so I was the teacher on top of the desk because I was not. I don't do snakes.
Oh, no.
I
no.
do have a snake story.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just painted a locker room and then went ahead and painted the floor. And then it was the first day of school, so I'd done that the week before. And I had
Right.
all the kids in the gym. That's where the junior high kids came for the beginning of the day.
Right.
And well, when I walked into the locker room, the snake had got in the wet paint that was now dry. So its
Oh,
tail
wow.
was stuck and it was just,
Oh, wow.
striking at me. And no.
Oh
Yeah.
my
So yeah,
goodness.
I just
How'd
like,
you get that one out of there?
I yelled at the kids to go get a principal.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those other duties as assigned.
Yeah, but when I was a
Yeah.
principal, I said, "Don't call me
Yeah.
any snakes." I said, "We're going to get somebody else to
Yeah,
come get it." Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. So, Lily, what's your favorite subject in school?
I have to say, I really do like math.
Oh, my
probably
gosh.
I'm a
Oh, my
big, I
gosh.
used to teach math.
Yeah.
I love
yeah,
math.
That's
hey,
why you
hey,
sit by
it's
her.
totally fine
Yeah.
to love math.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
This-
is.
yeah,
I
it
should have loved it a lot more. I'll
Yeah.
just say that. So, yeah.
I love it.
Sadie, what's your favorite subject in school?
I really like language arts because like
There you go.
I feel like it's like in my mind right now. I love it. Like I actually love it.
Yeah.
Love
there
to
you go.
write, huh? Love to
That's
write.
right.
Love to. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, as good as you two have done today, you guys might think about a career in TV. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? I mean,
Yeah.
you guys have been really chill. How you
Yeah.
like, I like the way I worked that in there, right? Yeah. Yeah.
You guys have done great.
Yeah.
Love
So,
it.
so are y'all looking? You're not counting down the days to get out of school, are you? Kinda.
Y'all gonna tell the truth?
Yeah. Hey, I bet Miss Erwin is too. I
Uh-huh.
was guessing.
Uh-huh.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Summertime.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, let's end on something kind. So if you could pick a word for your favorite word as far as connected to kindness, what would you tell the whole world they need to do what to be a little more kind?
Positive.
Positive. I like that.
I
yeah.
like positive.
Right. What about you, Lily?
Honest.
Honest.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
that one. All right,
Those
Miss
are
Erwin,
good.
what about you?
Empathetic.
Empathetic. All right. Yeah. Candace, you were supposed to be writing those down because,
Empathetic, honest,
yeah, and positive.
positive.
Yeah.
That
okay.
embodies me every day.
Hey, y'all might want to scoot this way. Lightning's about to strike down there. I can tell you
No.
that. So,
Yeah, he's just messing
yeah.
with you.
Well, ladies, we appreciate y'all taking the time and the invite to come down here. You guys are doing great work, and I just want to encourage you to keep on being kind and promoting
Yes.
kindness. And hopefully, not only will it grow from your school, but maybe other schools will catch on and make the world a better place, because that's what it's all about, right?
That's right.
At the end of the day.
That is
and,
right.
And I want to encourage you, too, what you're learning right now, be sure and keep that in the back of your mind as you go forward, whatever you do. That kindness is one of those things that the world just don't have enough of, and we need more of.
That's
And we
right.
need more people like you guys, pushing it out and making kindness cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
Well, again, we appreciate the invite. You guys have been great guests, and
Enjoyed
like I
it.
say, just keep up the great work, and that'll put a wrap on this version of Spilling the Tea in Studio D.